Yeah, you're on too. You're on Facebook Live. Everyone else is. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing this afternoon? All right, say hi to Facebook Live. It's going on the Platte City Chambers Facebook page. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Burton Kelso. I'm Kansas City's technology expert. I say that because I'm on all of the local stations, and I am a tech guy, even though I've got this stupid tripod up here. So let's put this down and do this live and pull up my presentation, and I'll talk as I'm getting my presentation started. So today we're talking about 10 awesome tech tips that are going to make big changes to your small business. One of the things that I was instructed to talk about, courtesy of Susan, right Susan, is net neutrality. How many people in here know what net neutrality is? No one knows what net neutrality is. Well, net neutrality is gone. But basically net neutrality was the idea that the internet should be a safe and free place where everyone could share information out there. So a lot of businesses have existed because of net neutrality. Amazon, for all they have, well, they've got storefronts now, not storefronts but warehouses. Uber, they own none of their cars, correct? Same thing with Lyft, same thing with Airbnb. Because of net neutrality, they've been able to create their businesses and been able to thrive and grow because of the power of the internet. Now that net neutrality is gone, that may not happen so much anymore. So a lot of the large media companies out there, such as Verizon, trying to think of some others, Comcast, Spectrum, have taken control of the internet, and they haven't done so yet. But with the end of net neutrality, they can start to throttle specific websites that you like. So let's say you want to go to Netflix with your current cable provider. That may be throttled in order to encourage you to use your cable provider's version of Netflix. Same thing with shopping. Let's say you're an Amazon fan. You want to go to Amazon? Not so much anymore because your ISP has throttled your access to Amazon or to any of your favorite shopping sites. So it's a big deal that it's gone. So a lot of businesses really need to be aware of the impact of net neutrality not existing anymore. So what you may also see happen too is that companies that have made partnerships with your ISP may get better ranking on the internet as opposed to your company where you're struggling to get those Google AdWords, or you're struggling to modify your website or your social media in order to get the customers that you want to interact with. And that can be a big problem, especially if your business relies on the internet. And most businesses rely on the internet in order to interact with their customers. So net neutrality is gone, but it's up to you if you want it back. Write your congressperson, write whoever, to reestablish the rules of net neutrality so that you will have the opportunity to grow your business through the power of the internet. And so that's why it's important that net neutrality went away. Now, why did I take it out of the presentation? I don't know, I just didn't think it was important at the time. I wanted to focus on other stuff, but net neutrality is a big deal. So beware and watch your providers to see if things are being throttled. So the things that you can do, you can go to, and you might want to write this down. There's a website called speedtest.net, because one of the things that internet providers will start to do is to throttle your internet speed. So maybe your promised 300 megabits per second download may not happen anymore if net neutrality rules, because that basically says the ISP can promise something, but they don't necessarily have to make it come true. So go to speedtest.net. Make sure that you're getting the internet speed that you are. Be sure to check your favorite websites every now and then to make sure that you're able to go to these websites, because they will start to lock down access to specific websites. Our company has seen this personally, and you can look this up on the internet. Comcast was accused of throttling Netflix speeds back in 2015. You can look that up on the internet, that's fact. And we have Comcast, and not purposely, but I saw the impact of Netflix being throttled. So it can happen. So just word to the wise, just keep an eye out. Make sure that you're not being impacted by the internet neutrality. Now on to our regularly scheduled program, because my presentation should load. It's loading. I've got the circle, and there we are. And Tech Tips that will give your small business a big advantage. So the challenge with technology is everyone's overwhelmed by it, right? There's over several hundred tech companies out there, and I'm sure all of them will tell you different things as far as what tech that you should embrace for your business, and it can get confusing, right? Right. That's why we're here. But I mean, why are you going to trust the TV guy versus what the guy tells you in Best Buy or tells you at Micro Center or your personal tech guy? Well, you know, we've been around 25 years, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to trust us. So it is overwhelming all the options as far as tech is concerned. And obviously the tech guy doesn't know how to use the clicker. So let's plug in this USB dongle and let's see if that'll work. Oh, listen, come on. That's the stuff I'm supposed to be saying to you guys, right? Is it on? Yeah, I think I'm going to hire you. Yeah, you're pretty darn good. It was on. So now it's working. So technology is changing the way we work. So what do you need to do? So number one, or I guess we could say number two in the list, is make sure that your business is cyber secure. You've got to keep on track of cybersecurity because there's all sorts of threats out there. There's ransomware, there's phishing schemes, there's socially engineered viruses, you name it, they're going after you and your business. And why do they target small businesses? Because most of you guys try to do it yourself as far as your IT and cyber infrastructure is concerned. You really should be running your business like Captain Kirk and Scotty in the Starship Enterprise. They get into trouble. What does Kirk say? Come on. Anyone?
Mr. Spock.
No, Spock doesn't fix anything. He's like the advice. It's Scotty. We need more power. And Scotty's there and he fixes it and the Enterprise gets out of trouble. Most small businesses do like Han Solo and Chewbacca. When things break down, it's up to Han and Chewie to make sure the Falcon's running. But that didn't work so well in Empire Strikes Back because what happened? Han got caught. The Falcon had been running smooth. They would have been good. Vader got him. He got frozen. There you have it. But as small businesses are concerned, you've got to keep on track of your cybersecurity systems. Write this down. If you want to keep on top of viruses for Windows users, where are my Windows users at in here? Is there seriously that many Mac users? I'm impressed. Windows users, you can use Windows Defender, which is built into Windows 10. Number one, you need to be using Windows 10 if you're using Windows in your organization, if you can do it. Windows 10 is the most current, up-to-date, secure version of Windows out there. Macintosh users, where are my Mac users at? Uh-oh. That's not my computer, I'm just letting you know right now. That ain't mine, mine's in the back. Macintosh users, you do not have to use antivirus software on your Macs. It's not because Macs don't get viruses, they do. The main thing with any virus protection software or anything you do on the internet is you need to educate yourself so that you can identify the emails and the links so that you're not clicking on stuff to infect your computers. Because if you got infected with a virus, I guarantee you're the one that got yourself infected. So the tools you want to use, as far as security is concerned, you want to use LastPass, which is a password keeper, so write that down if you have problem keeping up with passwords. Make sure you're updating your computers to the most current operating system. Your smartphones to iOS phone users, iPhone users, where are you? iPad? You need to be using iOS 11 to stay safe. Android users need to be using Marshmallow, which is the most current version of Android or Droid operating system. But make sure all your devices are up to date and make sure that you're backing up your stuff on a regular basis too. But keep on track of cybersecurity. Number two, you've got to choose the right technology for your business. Many people will just rush out and say, oh man, tablets look great. I want a tablet we gotta have tablets. No. You gotta sit down first and figure out what type of software that you're using in your business before you go out and purchase technology. And also, I know there's Walmart fans in here, but you cannot go out and get you a business computer from Walmart. It's just not gonna work. Not gonna work. That computer that you get from Walmart is designed for the senior in your life who gets on their computer once a week to surf the internet and to check email. For the right technology, business computers need to be running, and this is for both Windows and Apple computers. You need to be running Intel i7 processors, and you need to be running a minimum of 8 gigabytes of RAM on your computers. Anything less than that is going to be slow. The two preferred brands of computers we recommend at Integral are Dell's, I know it's going to upset a lot of people, and Apple. Dell and Apple are the only two computers we recommend, and 25 years of experience has shown most of the that last, because your technology should be an investment, not just a purchase, are Dells and Apples. When we get used computers, they're Dells and Apples. And then we can always repurpose those to be used for like grandma, for other uses. So get the right technology. Don't be cheap about it. Oh, you got a question? Yes.
Yeah. What do you expect the normal lifespan of a computer business?
10 years. 10 years. If your computer has not lasted 10 years, you bought the wrong computer. So you got to spend that money up front. And this brings up the valid point number 3. Do not cheap out on technology. Business computers start at $500. That's the least that you should be spending on a business computer. They can go up to like $3,000, but if you see that $200 special computer, good for home, not for business. But I said earlier, you want to get at least 10 years out of your laptop, out of your desktop, Windows or Macintosh computer. Now, smartphones and tablets are a different story. People drop them, but I mean, that means you need to get out of the box, right? Or something. I'm not, well, my phone's over there, but as you can see, it doesn't have a case on it. I'm not clumsy. But don't pay attention to that crack that's in the corner, right? Same thing with tablets. If you want to get a tablet for business, get a Samsung. Get a Samsung Android tablet. If you want an Android tablet, Samsung. Samsung. That is the Cadillac of Android tablets. And obviously with any Apple product, where are my Macintosh users out there? They know. Come on, Mac. You have a Mac? MacBook Air?
iMac, MacBook.
How much did you spend on the iMac?
What?
How much did you spend on your iMac?
Just about 4 years ago, like $2,500.
$2,500. That's the, oh, I heard someone say cheese. Yeah. But it's going to last for how long? Forever. And that's what you want in business technology. Don't be cheap.
Apple has planned obsolescence.
With their phones, and Windows does too. So, but Apple is generous. About 10 years is what you get. Maybe 5 years on your smartphone. But anyway, so number 4, for the love of God, you got to use video for your business. How many people have done a Facebook Live other than today on their own? No one? 1, 2, 5 people? Video is king on social media and on the internet. YouTube is now becoming the preferred social media network in the world. Video just offers that branding of authority that not a website, a newsletter, or even social media can offer. You want ideas of videos you can do with live? If you're coming to a chamber event, pull out your phone, just go around and film and do a Facebook Live. If you've got a product or service to sell, do a video about it. Educate people. Don't be salesy. Educate people with your video. Become a brand authority so that through video you can show people that, hey, I know you got a problem. I can solve it. Because truth be told, most people really don't care about your business. Most people care about their problems. And if you can solve their problems, that just elevates you to the next level. So use video. Number 5 is to ditch that cell phone. I'm not going to point on this one. Stop using your cell phone for business and get a voice over IP service for your business. Even if you set up a Google phone system for your business, do it. There are so many cell phone scams that are going around out there on the internet where hackers are taking advantage of cell phone accounts. What happens if someone snoops your cell phone number and starts making spam calls using your cell phone? You're cooked as a business. So you really should have a separate business line with either Google Voice, or you can use Vonage or any of the other voice over IP services out there. Even if you went with a Vonage or Ooma or one of those services, all of those providers have an app that you can download onto your smartphone that you can make calls from the app, and it shows up as your business line. We use Vonage and Integral. When calls come into the office, all of our techs sees that there's a call that comes in. We have the option of turning incoming calls on or off. We can message our customers from our smartphone using the business number. We can make calls to our customers using our business number. It keeps our cell phone separate and keeps our business number separate, so that way we're not getting mixed calls. And even with most of the voice over IP services, when you get a call, it'll alert you if you have the app installed that it's a line that's coming on your business line as opposed to your cell phone line. So ditch that cell phone and use a business number, because there's too many scams out there, and you definitely want a professional image, and voice over IP phone systems can definitely offer that to you as a small business. Number 6 is you want to automate whenever possible in your business. How many people are backing up their stuff? Oh, come on. Angie, I can check for, that's your laptop, right? I can check for sure. You're saying you're backing up, but you're doing it. Awesome. There's several options you can use for automated backup. Windows users can use File History, which is an automatic backup system that's built into Windows 10 and Windows 8. You just hook an external hard drive, it automatically backs your stuff up. Apple users can use Time Machine to automatically back up stuff. If you got an iPhone, pay the money and let iCloud back up all your stuff. Or, and this works for Google users too, if you got photos and video you want backed up, download Google Photos. It's automatic. As soon as you download the app, it starts backing up your stuff for you. But other processes that you want to automate when possible in your business, your social media, there's a lot of tools that you can use to automate your social media posts like Hootsuite. You might want to write that down. Hootsuite. There's Buffer. There's Social Oomph. Also, Facebook. If you have a page for your business, you can schedule your post in your Facebook business page as well. But you want to get into that process of automating stuff. Emails, if you do email marketing, automate those. You can use MailChimp. You can use Constant Contact, which is what we use. But you want to automate those processes in your business. Another process we automate is we use QuickBooks Online. We have customers that sign up with us for monthly service plans. We make sure that we automate those invoices when their time comes up. And you can set that up with QuickBooks Online. We also use Square. Square allows you to automate invoices as well. So there's a lot of tools that you can use in your business to automate. It doesn't mean that you're eliminating people. It just means that you're streamlining services in your business that are going to keep the money going in and keep your marketing efforts going out. One other process you want to automate is to sign up with a CRM, which is Customer Relation Management Tool. I think that's right. But Salesforce is probably one of the best CRM tools out there. Zoho CRM is another tool that you can use to help automate that process of keeping in contact with your customers. Because statistically, it has been shown that although 68% of the customers that you deal with will say that they are going to refer you on, in all actuality, it's only 12% of those customers that will actually refer you and use your services in the future. So you've got to set up great marketing and great tools in order to keep in contact with your customers. Number 7, you've got to embrace the cloud so that you can run your business anywhere. Voice over IP is cloud-based, so you can run your business with that. If you want to access files from anywhere in the world, you can use OneDrive, you can use iCloud Drive, you can use Dropbox, and I'll talk a little bit about those in the next slide, which is kind of funny. But you do want to set up your business so that you can run it anywhere in the world. If you're using a cloud-based accounting system, that helps you do invoicing or whatever from wherever in the world. So you embrace the cloud. I know there's a lot of people out there like, oh, I don't want to use the cloud's scary, it may rain on me, or a lightning bolt may come out of the cloud and strike you. But no, for those of you who don't know what the cloud is, basically it's someone else's computer. So, and many of you are using cloud-based email right now. How many have Gmail accounts? Cloud-based email. So you're using the cloud, you just didn't know it. But embrace it more so that you can run your business anywhere. People are going to Gmail because you can access email from anywhere in the world. Go on your phone, go to a computer, go to that computer library, go to your favorite coffee spot and access all aspects of your business. So embrace the cloud. Do it. But I love this slide here. It's like I just said, use the cloud, but then I'm like, don't use free services, right? But that's true. If you've got a business, you do not want to use any of the free services out there. You don't want to use the free OneDrive. You don't want to use the free Dropbox. What's the other one out there that I'm missing? Google Drive. You have a free version of Google Drive. Stop using free stuff. Free stuff gets you hacked. I know you've read the instances of celebrities getting their iCloud accounts hacked because their targets were number 1 and they use weak passwords. But you start using free services for your business because you're basically quit using free, and I may talk about it later, emails for your business. Quit using Gmail. Get a domain. And I think I'll talk about that in the next slide. Oh, I do. I must stop. But yeah, you got to quit using all the free services and we'll encompass all of them. If you have a Gmail account and you're using it for your business, you're basically saying hack it. Because hackers go after Gmail accounts because they know that there's a bazillion people that use Gmail. So all it takes is one phishing email sent to you, you open it up and then it infects all your contacts and then you just look like someone who's not to be trusted anymore. Get a domain. So call it GoDaddy and get, even if you're working for yourself, get a domain for your business or yourself personally. That way it puts you less at risk of hacks. So if you've got a Yahoo account, a Gmail account, or an AOL account, I know there's somebody in here who has an AOL account. And that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's cloud-based. Whoever has it can access it everywhere, and it makes it convenient. But if you're running a business, you do not want those free accounts because they're targeted for hackers. So get a domain. Go to GoDaddy and get a domain. They're pretty cheap, and it'll lessen the spam mails because if you have a domain, especially with a company like GoDaddy, they're scanning all that spam and making sure all that bad stuff doesn't come through your computer. And hackers see that and they're like, there may be 20 people at that company. Why are we going to waste time doing that? So, and finally, be sure you personalize your business relationships with email and with social media. You can use Constant Contact for email. You can use MailChimp for email. And with social media, you do not want to miss out on using social media. Social media is crucial. If you have LinkedIn, you can use LinkedIn to get people's business cards and connect with them. And trust me, everyone in this room is on LinkedIn. You may not think that they're on it, but they're on it. Facebook, obviously everyone's on it. But Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, use those to maintain current relationships. Be sure to send out emails on a regular basis through Constant Contact and MailChimp so that you can solidify those relationships with your customers. So that does it. So, like I said, I'm Burton Kelso, I'm the technology expert. So let's connect on social media. You can find me at Burton Kelso on any of the social media platforms, and you can find my company Integral on social media as well, and on YouTube, and on TV as well. So I'll stick around for questions if you have any, but thank you. Uh-oh, you have a question? Yeah, make it quick.
Yeah, at the very beginning, you said you rattled off the Windows security.
Windows Defender.
Windows.
And it's built into Windows 10. That's all you need. So yeah, I'll be around for questions afterwards. So thank you. Oh, and we have a door prize. I'm sorry, what?
Certain things that, the shields or whatever, I've got ABG.
Get rid of it. It's worthless. It's basically now. APG used to be good, but it's not good anymore. Okay, we have a door prize. Everyone got their business card in?
We have a door prize, something like you draw.
Who else wants to hurry up and run and put their card
Does
in?
anyone need to put their business card in? It is
Yes, it's an HP Envy wireless
anybody else
printer.
have it? Or Jenny? Not the only one. I'm just out here.
Sure, Jen.
They're all pretty nice.